Yo, what is up, guys? It is Nick, or the Notorious Fantasy, back in today with another fantasy football video. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the Thursday night matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings, going through all the fantasy football implications from this game for this week and for the future. So, before I get in the video, I'd like to give you guys a word from my sponsor, OverlayDFS.com. Alright guys, so how Overlay DFS works is all you have to do is make 12 simple start-sit decisions. Are you going to go with Russell Wilson versus Deshaun Watson, Jared Goff, or Tom Brady? Who is going to score the most points in that matchup? All you got to do is make 12 picks. It is that simple. So now I'm going to go about how I do it. What I typically do is I like to go for games in here where there are stacks. So say in this game, you see at the wide receiver position, I think DeAndre Hopkins scores more than Michael Thomas, per se. So I go with Deshaun Watson as well. Now you have stacked them. It's like in those other DFS sites where you stack the players. I'm going to stack those players because I believe they are going to do great together. Now, with this, I'm going to make a total of 12 total picks plus 3 alternate picks. Now, the way this works is it used to be a single entry GPP. Now, in these, you can add up to 10 maximum entries, and the top 10% win 9 times your buy-in. It is actually amazing. And then if you hit that beautiful 12 and you can get the progressive bonus in the $2 game of over $3,000. Now, if you're playing in some of those bigger games, the progressive bonus is over $27,000. That is going to be huge for you to hit if you can hit that, and I think you can. Now, you guys are going to come play against me, come compete with me. Let's see who's smarter, me or you. Likely is going to be you. So let's play together. Let's hit that 12-0 record bonus there, and the stars are going to align, and it's going to be amazing for you. Let's have some fun this week. Check out overlaydfs.com, link down below in the description. You're going to have a great time. Play the rest of the video now. And we are back. Make sure you check out overlaydfs.com, link down below in the description. They are great friends of mine there while the lights stay on the Notorious Fantasy YouTube channel. So let's get into this. Minnesota 19, Redskins 9. Case Keenum played okay in this game until he eventually got absolutely ass fucked and ended up dying somehow and was taken out of the game. 12 for 16 for 130 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. So he played an okay game. And then Dwayne Trash Can Haskins came into the game, 3 of 5 for 1 pick. Terrible game out of him. Kirk Cousins did not perform up to expectations. Now, guys, I am not going to try to get all mad here and rage because of the fact that I thought Kirk Cousins was going to potentially be the number one quarterback in fantasy. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Kirk Cousins really shit the bed. He needs those huggies that I always talk about in my fantasy videos. Kirk Cousins, 23 of 26 for 285 yards, no touchdowns, and no picks. He got fucked over by the fact that they just want to run the goddamn fucking ball all the time. Dalvin Cook, 23 of 98 and 1 touchdown. Humongous game out of him. Alexander Madison got his work after they were so far up ahead the Redskins, and the Redskins just couldn't score once they had Dwayne Haskins in, so they didn't give 2 shits. And they just said, let me run with Alexander Madison, 13 of 61 for 0 touchdowns. Okay fantasy game out of him. Alexander Madison, 2 receptions for 3 yards in the receiving game. Dalvin Cook, 5 for 73, so a huge game for Dalvin Cook. Stephon Diggs, 7 for 143. My boy Byside Johnson kind of shit the bed. I thought it was going to be a more high-scoring game. Bissy ended up getting 2 receptions for 27 yards, so it was far worse than I predicted. Obviously, I thought that the score to this game would be a lot higher, but Kirk Cousins did not like that. He did not play he played fucking good. He just didn't throw any touchdowns, which just screwed everyone over who had him in fantasy football. Irv Smith Jr., 3 of 21, so an okay pick up if you're in PPR. He scored you like 5 points, but not the best, obviously. AP went pretty psycho, 14 of 76 against his former team, the Minnesota Vikings. And actually, that's why I was so fucking mad in this game, because Kirk Cousins, this was a revenge game. This was a revenge spot for big Kirk Cousins, finally going on a Thursday night primetime game where he may actually be able to dominate. And in this game, he just didn't dominate because they just weren't throwing the ball. And ain't really his fault, more the coach's fault. Wendell Smallwood, 2 of 9. So, Rome, you were completely fucking wrong about Wendell Smallwood. Terry McLaurin, 4 of 39. Scary Terry was not looking super scary tonight. Obviously, I'm done with Scary Terry now. If Case Keenum doesn't come back next week and it's Dwayne fucking Haskins, I have no trust in Terry McLaurin without a comparable quarterback, and Dwayne Haskins clearly is not that. The only thing Dwayne Haskins is good at doing is throwing the ball to the other fucking team. Terry McLaurin, 4 of 39, like I said. Paul Richardson, 3 of 34. AP, 2 of 27. So AP's game was pretty good. Now, the thing to talk about here also, the Minnesota defense played quite well in this game, definitely scored a bunch of fantasy points. Now, for the next couple of weeks, I think Kirk Cousins obviously does bounce back and have a much better game against a real team that they would be playing. Dalvin Cook, clearly a running back one, or potentially the top five, or one of the top five running backs in fantasy football this year. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey is probably number one. Shout out to Stephon Diggs for fumbling the ball and probably screwing a lot of people over. When the week comes to an end, you know you lost because Stephon Diggs, dumbass, couldn't hold on to the ball. So thank you guys all for watching this video. If at any point you ended up enjoying the video, make sure to click that subscribe button. Make sure to check out Overlay DFS, link down below in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So have a great rest of your guys' goddamn day. I'll be back with some more videos later. Goodbye, guys.